Good morning, Cowboy Jim. Uh, just working in my kitchen over here, and I actually vacuumed this little apartment. It's a nice apartment, actually. Did my dishes. Oh my! I'm actually learning to do the dishes as I cook a meal. I'll have the water pretty hot and cooling down and all that sort of stuff. And so I just finished. Uh, oh, I'm staring at my chicken over there. Oh, jeez. I just finished. This may be a short video. If I see smoke rising off of my chicken schnitzel type funny stuff. Which a German lady had taught me how to cook. Neighbor down there at the ranch southwest of Calgary, and I was I did a little 10-15 minute video on frying chicken, and that's in conjunction with a video I did the other day on making chicken soup, and the second batch I made into chicken stew. And that's not hard. You just thicken the soup, and same veggie junk and all that sort of stuff. And then I did a roast beef one too. Actually, that turned out pretty good. But listen, children, let's get down to it here. Freedom Convoy. Pray for our Freedom Convoy. Pray that they act peaceably. Pray that they do not forget that they're Canadians. Our politicians have forgotten that they're dealing with Canadian peoples, and that's an unfortunate thing that they forgot that, because we as Canadians are respectful, we're polite, and we're humble. And there may be exceptions to that, but they stand out from the crowd. Um, I finished my little video, and I was going to watch one of the two videos I did this morning. I think I did two, and instead I saw Donald Trump on there, so I thought, oh my goodness! So I punched that little thing, and had the joy and the privilege and the honor of listening to a politician who isn't a politician, by the way, but he is a person who does what he says he's going to do. Kind of like Stephen Harper and Benjamin Netanyahu. Listen, all over the world, people are paying attention to the Canadian Freedom Convoy. Donald Trump was speaking last night at a rally, and because he's getting ready for 22 or something. Well, this is 22, but November, and he is out there really campaigning, and he brought up the Canadian Freedom Convoy. He said that our Canadian Freedom Convoy, not just the convoy, the ranchers, the farmers. You see the farm equipment. That bridge the other day at Windsor was shut down, and it was shut down with 5 18-wheelers. But it also had thousands and thousands of families there, families who were just protesting because they believe the inequity of having a government who dictates anything that takes away your freedom of speech. It's wrong, and it is wrong. It's simple, it's wrong. And then that government, that same government, our blackface prime minister, oh dear God. But there is a scripture, it says we deserve the quality of government that we have because we were not able to do anything about it, which means a vote. We voted that. I'll be nice. We voted our prime minister back into office. His dad, upon giving a finger to someone, I think over in BC, it might have been Saskatchewan, back when Pierre Elliott Trudeau, not Justin's dad, I'm pretty sure, but nonetheless, stepdad or whatever you want to call it, and but of Could be wrong. I don't know how Justin could end up being so handsome, and his dad was not handsome, children. Oh, dear Lord, no. I'm kind of an authority on handsome because I never quite made it either, but I sure as hell didn't look as bad as Pierre Elliott Trudeau. Oh, thank God for that. But nonetheless, hey, can't win them all. It's not his fault, not my fault. But Trudeau fingered a whole community. And the reporter with him, and of course there were several because, I mean, you had kind of like a paid holiday riding a train across Canada. And the reporter asked Trudeau, "Are you not afraid that the Canadian people will be upset with you because you just fingered a whole community?" And Trudeau said in very simple terms, he said, "You can do anything to a Canadian, and 3 months later, they will re-elect you." Boy, I know I don't have very many followers. I understand that. Shoot, I have any. That's just really, that's a step in the right direction. And oh, geez. I mean, YouTube's telling me every time I turn around, well, they're telling me to not talk so much about subjects that I shouldn't. Ooh. But they're also telling me, ask people to subscribe to your channel. I haven't had a subscription to my channel that I'm aware of in nearly a month. Well, it may just indicate just how much my verbose understanding of what's going on is not really an understanding as much as a presumption. But nonetheless, anyways, try to remember that. But please, please, Canadians, you remember what Pierre Elliott Trudeau said. You can do anything to a Canadian, and 3 months later, they will re-elect you. I disagree with that. Totally. But Pierre Elliott Trudeau was not known for sensitivity. Neither is his the pretty boy in Ottawa who bears his name doing anything with sensitivity. Because if he were, he would never have put that blackface crap on his face. To be that insensitive to people of color. My First Nations friends and Métis friends, and I have had the privilege and the honor of meeting a few people who were really black. Andreas, a surveyor out on North Fork Road. Oh my. I told him what had happened when one of the terrible guys, Nazi type character in a little hole over there in Caroline, had called him the N-word. And Andreas said, "Jim, why does it bother you?" I said, "Because it's not right." He says, "Jim, I won't let it bother me. I don't understand why it bothers you." And I said, "Well, I don't understand necessarily either, but I've spent my life defending those who could not defend themselves or who weren't there to defend themselves. And it doesn't make you popular at home." Well, anyways, this is a short one because I can't see what that is. I'm thinking perhaps, yeah, that's not bad. I don't see any smoke rising off my chicken. We might just squeeze a couple of more minutes out. Listen. Canadian truckers, you be polite. Canadian politicians, don't you push us Canadians too far, because we don't take kindly to arrogant behavior that broaches narcissism. We have a God, and it is a God of our own choice, and it is a diverse bunch of people in Canada. Not everybody is the same, and not everybody believes the same, but you politicians, we Canadians are tired of the processed hay. You get that? you stand for something or you're going to fall for everything. Well, if you're a liberal, it's already too late. But the conservatives better behave themselves because we have long memories. I don't know what party we would ever pick other than conservative. Sure as hell wouldn't pick liberal. But there just could well be enough Canadian people that really are disenchanted with politics and the way politicians behave. There may well be an answer, a recourse. Well, who knows? Russia moving down against Israel eventually. I don't think it'd be for a few years. So I'm not getting heartburn over it. I wouldn't get heartburn anyways. China, they're busy getting ready to take over Taiwan and doing all that PR crap over there at the Olympic Games, which incidentally I have not watched a shred of them. It's unfortunate because those kids trained their bodies so well, but I like freedom of speech. I like freedom of choice. I like being a Canadian who is not inundated with processed hay by politicians who are blowing every which way but loose. But you guys could get loose. You could get voted right out of power. And I hope that happens to a lot of you. I hope you realize that the Canadian people have spines, we have guts, and we have heart. And you can push us only so far. Get rid of, you want to get rid of Canadian government, you want to get rid of the Convoy? Easy. Do what they say. They're Canadians. Do what they say. Remove all mandates. Leave it up to the individuals to choose. Leave it up to the average Canadian to choose. We're quite capable of doing that. You'll find that to be true the next election. Okay, God bless you. Little smoke off the chicken. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you.